There we go. Hello, friends. How are you doing today? Welcome to the 11 o'clock hour. My name is Carla Sturridge, your Director of Marketing and Outreach for My Team Triumph. And we are here today. We are about to spend the next hour celebrating each other. I am so excited that you are here joining us on the last hour of a really awesome day called Give Big Green Bay, a day designed to recognize and celebrate the work of nonprofit organizations throughout the community of Green Bay. We are just one of 45 others that are doing this work today, sharing our missions and getting people excited to give. We are going to learn in this hour what is My Team Triumph? What are we doing here today? How can you help? And during this broadcast, you are going to meet some really cool people who I am honored and lucky enough to call my friends, including our very own Captain Jana. But before we get all of that started, let's take a minute to see what My Team Triumph is all about.
Mary has this ferocious kind of desire to experience as much as she can. I think she understands that life isn't getting easier for her. And so she has this internal clock that's ticking. She wants to get out and do as much as she can.
I thought, why am I just sitting here? There's got to be something I could do. I need some exercise. So I thought Bell & Health Fitness. I remembered that name and I called, and Christian answered the phone.
I'd never worked with anyone with a disability before and had no clue what I was getting myself into when I saw Mary walk in and she was on her husband's back. Tell me about what's going on here. I was like, what's happening? She said, well, I have muscular dystrophy. And I said, okay, so how does that affect you? And I remember she basically put her arms out to her side and she said, well, here's what I can do. And that's it.
A month into it, he said, we were talking about the Bellin. I said, oh yeah, my kids have run the Bellin, but I've never been in it. And he goes, are you going to be in it this year? And I said, I can't walk.
I'd never pushed anyone before. I don't even know how to get a stroller at that point. I don't even know how this is going to work.
I was in it, the first Bellin, in a 6-year-old's running stroller with my legs bungee corded together. So I could ride, I'd be able to run. That was awesome. I had so much fun.
So much of what Mary wants has nothing to do with what we do in the gym. So much of her health and what I can help her with has nothing to do with the weights, the machine that she's sitting on has nothing to do with that. I think for people to have an awareness, an understanding of people with disabilities, they have to recognize that what's inside is the same thing that's what's inside us. The same goals in life, the same dreams, the same desires. Many of them just don't have the capability of expressing that and achieving it. Sometimes it just takes someone to step up and to say, I believe in you and I want to help you get there.
These angels are my legs, and they're sacrificing their time, their bodies to help me participate in an event that I would never have been able to do.
She said, I really wish more people could do this. And so we went from 3 chairs that we didn't even own to having 10 of our own and all these people that wanted to participate. It was absolutely overwhelming. Race day for My Team Triumph is an incredible amount of energy. It's hard to sleep the night before. We have an army of volunteers that come early and they're setting all this equipment up. They're putting the strollers together. They're putting the names of the captains on the strollers. Just the beauty of this moment right before the gun goes off and you're gonna provide a dream come true to someone that is usually very confined. Now, in about a moment, they're gonna have the freedom that they never experienced before in their life.
Make sure you give it up for the captain. You run hard, you scream loud. When you're on the course and you see a spectator, make sure they know who your captain is. Let's go!
will step up and say, I want to elevate, I want to be there for someone. I want to, whatever way I can, whether it be a volunteer or an angel or a donor. And I'm willing to take down the barriers that I have in my mind when I think about people with disabilities and accept them and encourage them and just be there for them.
All right. I love watching that video. My Team Triumph is not a running club. We are an organization dedicated to eliminating the social isolation felt particularly by the population living with a disability. And we happen to use endurance athletics to fulfill that mission. But when the world shut down just about a year ago, we had to change course, didn't we, Mr. Jensen?
Yes, we did.
And look for ways to keep connected with our athletes of all abilities all around the state. And through hours of brainstorming and a little creativity, we have found a way to utilize an online virtual reality gaming program called Zwift to help these connections happen and to build relationships even during the time of COVID and 18 feet of snow outside. You're going to see throughout this hour a few special guests. You see one on the screen right now. Mr. Christian Jensen, Executive Director of My Team Triumph, is riding his bike right now in his polka dot jersey, his little bikey bike. We have captains and angels from around the state joining us as well. And we will be talking specifically to Captain Jana. I can't wait to get her on camera. She's always so much fun to learn more about. What you're seeing right now is the game of Zwift. So we are watching Christian on the side pedal his little bikey bike, drink his little water, and he is powering his avatar through. Where are you guys at?
We're in London right now.
In London. He is riding the streets of London. What is so cool about this game and what we love so much about it here at My Team Triumph is Christian is not riding alone. All of those other cyclist avatars that you see are actual people somewhere in this world, not just at My Team Triumph Wisconsin or here in the United States, but well beyond, all around the world in this same virtual space. What we especially love about this is that we are able to kind of flip a switch into angel mode. So we have been hosting angel mode. We have been hosting weekly meetups for our captains and our angels to get on this program and stay together. So it doesn't matter how fast Christian is going and how slow I might be going. The game adjusts and keeps everyone together just like we would do at a real event with our captains and angels here at My Team Triumph. So very cool. Within this game, the participants are able to chat with each other, friend each other, and since we like to see each other, we add a little video chat option. So participants are seeing kind of what you guys are seeing at home. Some video chatting, the game, it's really become a lot of fun. You're going to see Jana on her bike, on her cycle. Her bike is going to be hooked up to a bike trainer, much like Christian's bike is. But we have captains who have other specialized equipment that can be used as a hand cycle if it's easier for them to use their arms, or a foot cycle for them to use their legs and pedal through these worlds. So again, a little brainstorming, a little creativity, and boy, oh boy, this is a really neat program, Christian, to keep people connected during the winter time and during this time of COVID.
That's right. Yeah, it certainly is. We have to get creative in this time, but you're active and you're social on here, and we've been doing this for over a month now with a handful of captains, and they have really just been loving it. Jana, as you'll hear from her, and other captains are putting in tons of miles. They're maybe working out more than they ever have. Because it has a game element to Zwift, it's very exciting. You earn rewards, you unlock new bikes and jerseys in the game, and so it gives you those carrots to kind of keep going, and that makes it a whole lot more fun. So,
Yeah.
you know, and you know, even only doing it for a short period of time, we've seen that benefit. And so, of course, the reason why we're here today is we want to expand those offerings and give more people the chance to get on Zwift.
That's right. That is why we're here specifically today. As a part of Give Big Green Bay, we are not only wanting to share our mission, which we all love to do. That's one of my favorite hats to wear, is mission sharing hat. Whoop, on the head here. But we are raising money. We want to bring this program, bring our Triumph at Home program to our captains in a big way. As Christian mentioned, we have been testing this over the last, I want to say, just over a month with a few, and it's time to expand. We want to be able to purchase the equipment needed, the subscriptions needed for 20 more captains so that they can triumph from the safety of their home. And we can't do that without your help. So if you're watching this video and you're learning about Jana, you're hearing what we're doing and you are liking it, please feel free to click on the link that is in the post on our Facebook page, or put up your phone, turn on the camera and scan that QR code. What corner are we at? We're at this corner. Scan that code. It will bring you to the spot you need to be in order to make a donation. I just am like engrossed in this game right now. Christian is in hour 5 of riding. He's not alone. Like we said, we have Captain Jana who is going to be joining us. Who else do we have on with you, Christian?
Well, we have Liz, who also has done all of these rides
Oh, yes.
with me. She's been our organizer of these events. So big shout out and thanks to Liz for her efforts. So it's those are the three of us, but we also have 8,633 of our closest friends from all over the world riding in London right now. You can see them on the
So
screen.
cool. That is so cool. This is such a unique experience to keep us physically active, but more importantly, keep us connected with one another. I think we can all agree that during this time, connection and the need for connection has never been more prevalent or more top of mind. We knew this before COVID time. We knew that there was this great need for connection, and we knew that social isolation was a real problem in our community, especially for those individuals with a disability. But now, more than ever before, it has really been brought to the forefront of our attention, where we can now better empathize. I think everyone can better empathize with what that feeling of loneliness is, truly, lonely and isolated feels like. And it is no fun.
Yeah.
And we are not going to stand for that.
That's right.
We're going to make sure that our people
Ain't
stay
nobody got
connected.
time for that.
We don't got time for that. Nobody got time for that. So I think it's time, Christian, that we learn a little bit more about Jana. Do we have anything special on her? We got any stories? What can we share?
Yeah, we got a news story we want to share with you from the Bellin Run a few years back that not only Jana, but her husband Tom and her son Zane were part of. So we're going to show that video to you guys. You may have to turn up your volume a little bit if the audio is a little low. So let's enjoy that.
Let's do it.
Thank you for joining us. The Bellin Run this weekend, a 10K that our community has embraced for 42 years.
In the days leading up to the race, Bellin has teamed up with an organization called My Team Triumph to let everyone get in on the fun. Alexandra Burnley is live now in the studio with more. Alexandra?
My Team Triumph provides specially designed race chairs so anyone can get involved in racing. And today, teams were able to participate in a 2-mile race while raising money for My Team Triumph, the organization that has become a big part of their lives. Meet Tom and Jana. They don't let any obstacles stand in their way.
Life is full of challenges, and anything that I can do to inspire others to go on and go from take their hard days and turn them into positive ones, that's what I hope to do.
It's fun. Just getting out and actually getting out of my wheelchair and into this chair, giving up a little bit of control is fun.
Together, their family has participated in this run for the past 3 years. My Team Triumph has volunteers that they call angels who help push these modified race chairs during races. Tom and Jana's son, Zane, is one of their angels.
It's just like really amazing being able to do something as a family, and especially with my parents being kind of physically challenged. So there's kind of a limitation on what we can do as a family, but this is really nice because it's something that we all enjoy doing.
The family is now gearing up for the Ironman race in Madison this September, where Tom will use a My Team Triumph race chair. And during the swimming portion, he will be in a raft while his wife Jana swims and pulls it. The race chairs are expensive to build and maintain, which is why this family and many others helped raise money for My Team Triumph.
Without the support, we don't have ways to do it.
If you're interested in volunteering, Zane says it's a lot of fun.
Even if you're not a runner, like just come out and try it, and I'm sure you'll get hooked on it because it's really amazing.
And these racers are lifted up to achieve the goals that they dream of.
I always like the word picture of you're going up to a stairway and everybody else is walking up the stairway and you're left at the bottom, never to see what's on the second floor. And My Team Triumph, they come alongside, pick you up, carry you along with them.
42 teams from My Team Triumph will also be racing on Saturday. In the studio, Alexandra Burnley, Local 5 News.
So the
All
real
right.
hero of that video is Captain Tom's T-shirt that said "Oh crap."
Yeah, that was awesome. I had a good chuckle when I saw that. That's perfect.
Like I said, we gotta keep the fun rolling, and there's few funner than Jana and her family. Hey, Jana.
Hi.
Hey,
How
Jana.
you doing?
Great. I can't see you, but I guess you can see me, so we're good.
we can see you.
We can see you. How are you doing?
Good. I'm working up a sweat.
Atta girl.
Yep.
Atta girl. So Jana, it's funny. We've had a few captains on that could be described as a bit competitive.
Yes.
But you might take the crown. You might take the queen crown on this one.
Well, that's okay. I can lead them.
Jana, tell us more about yourself, because you are not new to the world of athletics. This has been you've been a physically, active person since you were a child.
Yes. I've swam and biked and done all kinds of things. Well, yeah, I did gymnastics and jazz when I was younger, and 4-H. I was competitive with my pigs. You name it, I've tried it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you weren't just a swimmer, Jana. Come on now. You're being modest.
Well,
this is no time for modesty.
Until I started MTT, I had never really swam open water. So
yeah.
I was fish and yuck. No, I'm more for the pool, but you've changed me a little bit.
That's awesome. Tell us how did you get started with MTT?
Oh gosh, that was many years ago. I think I saw it on the news when we lived in a different area of Wisconsin, and I think I saw Mary and Christian, and I thought, I want to be a part of that. And I says, Tom, can we go up to the trains? He's like, oh, that's too far. And then another year or so went by, and we ended up moving to the area, and someone came across his desk that there was an MTT event. So I said, well, let's check it out. And once we checked it out, I never stopped.
And if I remember correctly, you were all for it, but Tom wasn't right away.
Right. He sits more back and watches, and but they got him hooked. Once they got him in that chair, they got him hooked.
I love this. I love your family so much, and I love picking on your son. Few things bring me more joy in this world. Only
Me
because
too.
your son Zane is one of the most wonderful young people I have ever met. And oh, great, you lost Jana, Christian.
Uh-oh.
There he is. There he is. Zane is a wonderful young man who's going to do just brilliant things in this world. But man, is it fun to tease that kid.
I think he likes it.
I love that
Yeah.
you guys can do this as a family together. I mean, there's just something so joyful about it. You know, what other things do you guys enjoy as a family outside of MTT?
Outside
What
of
do you guys do?
MTT. We just live life. So every day is different.
Yeah.
He's in school, and so we're working around his schedule and Tom's work schedule. And I think MTT sums it up quite a bit. Every weekend, pretty much, we are involved, in MTT to us as a family. So
yeah,
we love going
well,
on the weekends and seeing MTT.
Well, you guys are family to us, that's for sure. And that's one of my favorite things through MTT is the friends that have become family.
Right.
That are now, we're just in each other's lives and you can't get rid of us.
Right. Well, and if you want to travel, you could probably find an MTT somewhere in the States. And that's been fun too. I go to Michigan once in a while, and when I was over there, one time I says, "Oh, there's an MTT trailer." So, trying to hook, we hooked up with them and different things.
It's so cool. So cool. So let's talk Zwift, because that's what you're doing right now. You're on your bike.
Yep.
You've put in a couple miles over the last month.
6.7 right now.
So right now 6.7. But you hurt yourself because you were riding your bike so much on this.
I guess I did. I kind of forget those things because if I dwell on it, then it continues. So I just keep going.
You are a true athlete. You've got that athlete mentality. Where it's like, yeah, we don't need a doctor. We're fine. It's fine. It's fine.
Yep.
You'll be good. Just put a Band-Aid on. We're all right. But you have put on some serious miles, lady. Look at you're being so humble today. You've put on some serious miles.
Well, yeah. I've been in Ohio for the last couple of weeks, so this is actually really good for me today because it's getting me back on the bike and in the swing of things. But the last couple of weeks, I'll tell you, I just have my hip with me.
What have you been doing in Ohio, Jana?
Yeah.
Tell everyone.
I've been on a list for over 2 years to get a service dog, and went through the process, and it's Osprey is my name of my service dog. He's a big black lab, 73 pounds.
That's awesome. That's an applause right there.
I can't wait to meet this baby.
Well, he's a big baby, 73 pounds.
Yeah, they're all babies.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm
I bet. I can't wait to meet I can't wait to meet him. I'm a dog person. I talk to dogs like I talk to babies. Like little kids, real schmoopy whoopy. Mm-hmm. It's weird. It gets weird.
Tennis balls.
Oh, perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. Well, let's see. Where's Jana in this game? Oh, there we are. We're watching Jana. You're cruising along on Zwifty. Where'd you say you were at? London? Is that where you are?
Yes. I believe so.
Yes, London.
You're in London. It's a beautiful countryside. No snow. Looks to be a balmy 50, 60 degrees outside.
Well, at least there's green. There's green around. It's got to be really nice.
Oh, you think it's like super nice?
Super nice. Look at those skies.
Let's go with it. You guys are riding together in this game. This is very, very cool, you guys. Jana, how many times have you been able to log on to the meetups that we have?
I log on of like Twice a week. But I try to ride 4 to 5 days a week. My goal is 2,021 miles for the year. So
What?
Wow.
I'm a
That's
little
awesome.
bit behind because I had to take the last 2 weeks off. So I'm going to be contacting them to see how many miles I actually finished at to start back up. But that's my goal.
That's
So
awesome.
Christian, that means you need to keep pedaling. That's what that means.
Hey, we are here to help you with that, Jana. So
That's great.
let's do a
That's
lot of
great.
group
That
rides and get you to that point.
that
Yep.
is awesome. You want to ride 2,021 miles this year?
Yes, I do. And I'll do it.
Oh,
Oh yeah, no
you
I'll
can
do
problem.
it. I have no
absolutely.
doubt. That at the
You can
beginning of the year, that
absolutely
worked
do it.
out to 39 miles a week, I think. And like I said, I got to adjust my miles now that I've missed a couple weeks, but we'll get there.
Yep.
Oh, heck yeah,
No
you
doubt.
will. And you are going to have a group of cheerleaders behind you.
Yep.
Okay, me with pom poms and Christian in some weird costume or something chasing you. But we got you back.
Carla, I think we should get you on a bike.
I have a bike. It's a pretty
Come
bike.
on. Come on,
I
girl.
know. Look at. We thought we were here today celebrating Give Big Green Bay, but we're not. It's just an intervention for Carla to get a bike.
Get on Zwift. Get a bike.
Well, and
Oh
also,
my gosh.
I got my new artificial leg, which I haven't had one in about 18 years.
Yes.
So I've got my treadmill set up in the basement. So
Wow.
that's going to be added to the goal somewhere along.
Wow.
Ooh, you can do some Zwift running and walking.
Yes.
That's great.
Yep.
Oh,
Okay
I
with that.
love that. So
Yep.
for those of you watching who have never had the pleasure of watching Captain Jana in any of our events, it is a lot of fun to watch you, Jana. Jana likes to switch it up. There are some races where Jana is using one of the MTT race chairs with a team of angels helping her through. There are races where Jana says, heck no, I'm going to do this on my own. And her angels, are running through the thing. She gets through it like a boss. And then there are times when Jana likes to utilize one of our hand cycles. And that's when you really get to see the competitive nature of Jana come out, because she doesn't like to slow down at the finish line.
Oh, gosh. Remember that?
Oh, that finish line is just a suggestion.
That was my first hand cycle race. So
picture this: you are at the finish line of an event, and typically when you finish, there's a wide space. Thank you, Jacob. Normally, when you finish a race, you cross the finish line. It's like an instant walk space that you take up, or some people stop, but you have a wide space to do it in. You go through, and it eventually narrows down, kind of corralling people towards an open space. However, this particular race, the finish line happened and it instantly narrowed into a finishing chute. And our Jana is flying to that finish line on her hand cycle. I mean, she is flying and doesn't realize that she's going to be met by a wall of people trying to funnel into this chute until it was too late. But rather than run into everyone trying to get their free bananas, she sacrificed her body and crashed her hand cycle. And I'm only laughing because I know you're okay. There was no laughing matter when it happened.
And I think that was the fat reduction month. I just sliced it right off.
That's where the oh crap t-shirt came from.
That was the oh crap t-shirt.
I don't recommend it.
That's funny.
No, but it is awesome. You are a true athlete and competitor on the race course, and you are I don't think I can keep up with you, lady. There's no way. There's no
Well,
way.
we'll put you in a trailer.
Yeah, that works. You know, let's just skip that. Let's just
She
go
likes
get
doing
coffee
that.
together. I do like doing that. I do like doing that. So, if you are just joining us, we are sitting here with one of our favorites, Captain Jana. We are celebrating our mission today. We are looking to eliminate the social isolation felt by those with a disability. And we use endurance athletics to do that. Endurance athletics, they are just a fun, positive environment where walls are broken down so stinking fast. It's hard to be cool when you're sweating and have snot coming out of your nose at mile 25 of a marathon. So it is a perfect way to break down walls and really build connection with people. Through COVID, events just aren't happening right now. And so we have found a new way to stay connected. And it's what you're watching right now. It is using the online virtual reality platform of Zwift. Look at see Jana there and Christian. Oh, look at that. Look at them.
Uh-oh.
We've got Christian and Jana.
I'm going to show some, while you're chatting there, I'm going to show some.
Yeah, love that. We've got Christian and Jana cycling away, moving their avatars through the virtual reality world that they're in. We've got Liz and Angel here in Kenosha, and others all around the state. Beyond that, there are thousands of people on this same course with them, riding along at the same time. Those are not computer generated, just space fillers. Those are actual people powering those avatars. So very cool program to, again, stay connected, because that is what this mission is all about. You don't care how fast or slow you go. It is about a journey and doing it together with some pretty awesome people. Look at that. I love that. Oh, look at hands in the air, man. Look at Jana coming in that finish line. What's so neat about not only just watching Jana and the competitor that she is that we are normally watching Jana finish and start races with her family. Her husband, Tom, is a captain and a member of our board of directors here at My Team Triumph. And their son, Zane, who is just an awesome, super go with the kind of guy, as we're all picking on him, but he is a super kid. And he is an angel, often pushing his dad or his mom, or wherever we need him to help out. He is there putting together equipment and making sure other captains are getting to the finish line. So just so cool to watch you guys as a family. Look at look how little Zane looks in that picture.
Whoopee.
Hey, Jana, that picture right there is from Door County. And I'm hoping we can talk about that. That was the Door County Triathlon. And that was a really special race to watch. I'm sure it was very special for you to be a part of.
I don't see what picture you're showing.
You're just coming out of the swim, Jana.
You're just coming out of the swim. Yeah.
Okay, that was my highlight of MTT, or one of them. There's many, but that was after swimming the 1.2 miles, pulling Tom in the raft, and just getting out and being done with that portion.
Yeah,
it was great.
I mean, you guys, if you're watching this, this was quite a scene. It is, like she said, a 1.2 mile swim to start off this half iron triathlon. And Jana said, I can do it. And she trained pretty intensely to pull her husband, Captain Tom, in his raft through the water. And in that photo, you can see Jana getting out of the water, and behind her is her son Zane waiting for her with her sneaker. Make sure that her foot's all right there as she's getting out. It was a really special moment to watch. When you pulled up close to shore, there was this moment, and I wish I had a photo of it on hand, but there was a moment where you were just so excited to have accomplished that, and your husband was so proud of you, and you guys shared a moment, and you kind of jumped into the raft halfway, and you guys gave each other a kiss, and then it was like, okay, we're back into race mode, game on. And yeah, it was like this hallmark moment of aww, but a really special moment. But then you finish the swim and you get out. And if I had 20/20 vision is the best because it's a 1.2 mile swim in Lake Michigan. This is not easy for anybody, right? And you've got all of these people getting out of the water and crowds cheering. And then you see Jana, who has just pulled a raft in the water for 1.2 miles. She gets out, is handed her crutches, and people are looking like, oh my gosh, she's an amputee. And she just did this. I mean, I wish I had been filming the crowd's reaction because people's minds were blown by what they just saw. It was such a special moment, Jana.
Yeah, it was.
And Christian is on sound effects.
Well, and training up to that point, I think of the first day of going to the quarry and going into water that is really deep and dealing with a wetsuit, just a whole bunch of different feelings of having to accomplish those steps to get to that point. So to actually finally finish that race was awesome because it was a challenge. It was a challenge, but we had so many angels that met with us 2-3 times a week at the quarry, and we pulled rafts and worked on wetsuits and bought wetsuits, and it was just great.
Yeah, and that's what's so cool. We often talk about how the medal and the times and none of that matters to us, right?
Right.
It's all about relationships and connections. But there's also something really cool about having a group of people stand beside you and be there for you when you do have a crazy idea and a crazy goal. And here
Right.
at MTT, we know a lot of great people who have really dumb ideas. And there's like
Yes,
a T-shirt.
we
It's
do.
like, oh, that's a terrible idea. What time?
That
what
needs
time
to be a
should I show
T-shirt.
up? That needs to be a T-shirt with us because we do. And we've got people who just want to keep pushing limits and pushing themselves and having these really wild, fun, crazy experiences together. And that's a great example that you just gave, Jana, that you didn't train by yourself. You had
Right.
a team around you.
Yep. And this Zwift, through the winter and through COVID, it's been really, really tough on all of us. And to have this opportunity I can get up and I know that I'm going to meet my buddies on Zwift, and I have my phone set. So every time somebody that I know gets on Zwift, my phone dings at me. That can be good and that can be bad because that means either I get up and I bike with them, or I take the lazy way out. So it's very motivational.
That's awesome to hear. That's awesome to hear because it's I think at least for myself, I very much underestimated these connections because we were used to seeing each other all the time. We were doing over 75 events a season, racing constantly. We really got in that race mode as kind of call it in race mode. And when that stopped, it was hard. It was hard not seeing my MTT friends and family. It was hard not seeing my regular friends and family. And this is just a great way to just keep those connections and be reminded that you've got some super fans in your corner.
Right.
When you hear the ding dong of your phone, you've got friends out there, and it's a fun time to meet.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
And for me, half the battle is just getting something fun on the calendar. We're a pretty active family. We've got a few young ones here in the house, and it seemed like we were always on the move. When that stopped, at first it felt nice. Full disclosure, I'm like, oh, we're not running from pillar to post. But after a while, it was like, oh my gosh, we're still not running from pillar to post. So having meetups with you guys at MTT, having that on my calendar, man, that has made a big difference in my day. That makes me smile.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So we are riding along. Well, I'm not riding, I'm sitting on my butt. But Jana and Christian and Liz and others are busy working hard in the streets, on their bikes, on Zwift, staying connected, staying active. Again, we are here today as a part of Give Big Green Bay, a day celebrating the work of nonprofits in our community. And we're not just mission sharing, we are fundraising today for something very specific. As you can see on your screen, we got a pretty cool little setup here for our captains and angels to stay connected during these long winters here in Wisconsin, especially during COVID and beyond. And it's all part of our brand new Triumph at Home program. We want to be able to supply the tools, equipment, and subscriptions needed for 20 more captains around our state to participate in this really cool online platform called Zwift. You've been listening to Jana talk about connections that she's made. You've heard Christian and perhaps other captains throughout the last 2 days talk about how important connections are and keeping active is in their daily lives for not only their physical health but their mental well-being as well. And this is just fun to watch, guys. I'm clicking through on our screen here, and we have just hit $7,000 raised so far for our Triumph at Home program.
That's awesome.
Certainly, yeah, isn't that awesome? We certainly cannot do this without the support of you guys, the community. So if you are seeing this, if you're watching Jana work hard, you're watching Christian sweat more in his polka dot jersey, riding his bikey, feeling moved or inspired at all, we'd love for you to click on the link that you're seeing in our social media post or scan that little QR code in the corner. I got it right the first. Oh, you can't even see me. I'm not on screen. But you scan that QR code, it will bring you right to the spot you need to be to make a donation. You guys are rocking. Look at you guys flying through this world. Whee! Hands up. Bill.
Yeah.
So fun. So what's neat? I'm sure. Is Tom at work right now, Jana?
Yep, he is.
Yeah. What is so cool is, there's Christian. I spoke about jersey on his bikey. What is so neat is that Jana is able to ride a more traditional cycle and has a smart trainer hooked up to the Zwift program to do so. Her husband, Tom, is able to use his arms. So he uses his hands to pedal a special adaptive piece of equipment so that he can ride along too. And we've been able to do a few meetups where we get to see them together in their living room, riding together through the magical world of Zwifty.
This is our way to travel right now.
Yeah. No kidding.
We're waiting for Zane to join back and be part of the rides as well. So, come on, buddy, I'm calling you out.
Oh.
Well, he's got a girlfriend now, so we have to. Yeah.
Well, nice knowing you, dude.
Bye, Zane. And fun. That's all right. Bring the girlfriend along.
Yeah, that might work. One of the things that he did do, though, was he had the goal of pulling his dad this past year, but was canceled because of COVID, in sprint. So MTT was doing a training day, I think, and he went up there and he did the whole thing off the clock, and I was really proud of him. MTT's really, been with him, been with us since he was really young, and to watch him grow and change and have the positive role models that he has. He is a great kid, but I always say it's not just me and Tom. It's everybody that he is in contact with that's really helped mold and shape him into the great kid that he is.
He is a great kid. Don't tell him we said that, though.
He is a good guy.
Done.
No, he is a great kid, and I love that part of this. And I don't think we've talked about this yet through this is our sixth ride. So those 5 hours leading up to this moment, this really is a family. And it's one of the reasons why I'm able to work at my Team Triumph and for this mission is because I'm allowed to be a mom and have my family a part of the My Team Triumph family. And there are 1,000 stories I could tell, but it is really special to see how my own kids have grown with this. I have a little
Yes.
7-year-old, and I think she was maybe 1 or 2 when I started running as an angel with this organization. So she's had this in her life since, as long as she can remember. She loves our captains and angels. Funny story with Jana and my little Stevie Grace. And this is just brilliant. I was mortified, but this is brilliant. So we were at a celebration night. We have a gala that we normally host. Everyone is dressed up in fancy. It's black tie, tri shorts. That's the theme. So it's half athletic, half ballroom. And Jana showed up and looked lovely as ever in a beautiful dress. And my little Stevie Grace was pretty little at the time. I want to say maybe 3 or 4 years old. And Jana is an amputee. And my daughter decided to look underneath Jana's dress and ask her where her leg was. And I was mortified. I was mortified as a parent. And Jana, you were just the most, you're a mom through and through, and you were just the most wonderful, had the most wonderful response. I think you said something like, "Oh, well, my leg is waiting for me in heaven." And my daughter went, "Oh," she went, "Okay." And that was it. We were end of discussion. That was it. And now she sees Captain Jana and she loves Jana. Oh, there's Captain Jana, and doesn't say anything else about it. But that's really powerful. It was like this totally embarrassing moment. I felt awful. And you told me, you're like, "Carla, I'd rather they ask a question than be scared to be by me. I don't mind answering questions if the kids have them. I love that." And your husband, Tom, has said the same thing to me. Have them ask. I don't want them to be scared by this. Ask me what you want. And, through this, my kids have grown so much. They don't have a lot of exposure to individuals of diverse abilities, outside of MTT. And, I think all of us, I'm guilty of it as well. Prior to MTT experience, I didn't want to say or do the wrong thing around someone who had a disability. And so my response was to look away or ignore, not to be mean, but because I just didn't want to do the wrong thing. I was afraid of offending. And that is completely the wrong response.
It's a very innocent one, though. It's a very natural and innocent one as well.
Right.
Yeah, and it was just simply, and I think, I'm sure I'm not in the minority of people who do that. And for my kids to be able to be a part of MTT, first of all, to meet people of diverse abilities. Now it's just like another day, right? It's just a person that they're meeting, and that's it. But they're able to serve others. Your Zane is this awesome runner and athlete, and he pushes captains through races, including you and Tom or others if we need it. But he is there at our truck setting up equipment. He is tearing down equipment. He's usually the last one there, still helping volunteer his time, which is awesome. And my kids as well. They don't really have a choice because they're little and can't leave yet. But I love rolling up on race morning, and they just get to work because they know someone needs some help, and so let's do this thing.
Yeah.
And that goes for all the kids that are in MTT and in our family. It's a fun place for them to connect. My 3 girls, I've got 3, for those of you who don't know me, who are 13, 11, and 7, and they have their own MTT friends now, which is really cool. It's a lot of fun.
It's very
We
cool.
like to connect. We like to connect, on Facebook and different places, and see how each other's doing, and it's just a great family. It really is.
Yeah, it is. I wonder what Ella's first race is going to be, Christian.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I thought a lot about it. Like, what's she's gonna be. I'm looking forward to bringing her up more into it. She came to a couple training runs last year,
Yep.
and it was cool. It was just meeting the captains. She's usually a little shy at first when she meets people, but then after a while she starts talking to them, and excited about that.
And
So,
she's still pretty little.
she is.
She's
a
still
runner.
pretty little.
She's a
Well,
runner for sure.
that's perfect. That's what you need. That's why I
Yep.
make my girls run, because I'm getting too old for this. So I'm gonna pass the torch. Here, you do the half marathon. Mom's knees are sore. But it's really cool to have the kids involved. I do have my oldest daughter. She runs. She enjoys it. So she has angeled a few times. She was on a team with Christian. Christian got to run with my daughter. I was super jealous because she's a lot of fun to hang out with.
That was fun.
And pretty funny to see the photos. My daughter, her friend from Eau Claire that she's met through MTT, same age. I think they were 12 at the time. And then big, tall, giant Christian trying to keep up with them. Don't lie, you were trying to keep up with them.
I was. They were trying to keep me in check.
Yeah, they were.
They were like, dude, how many Gatorades do you need? Like, seriously.
One of the
like,
things that I remember
McDonald's is not open right now. You're going the wrong way. They don't accept walk-ups.
But it's fun, she runs, and of course I love seeing her use her ability to help someone else. But then I've got a daughter who's not so much a runner, but man, she loves art. And so her favorite thing to do on race morning is to make posters that say "Go Captains and Angels" and decorate them and cheer, so like there's always something for someone to do. And what I love about it is that you can donate to my Team Triumph and then be a part of the experience, like hands-on experience with the mission, which is so unique and so cool these days.
Indeed.
One of the memories that I have too is Corey one morning. He's an angel. He decided that we were gonna. Well, we decided. He asked me, and of course I'm gonna say yes, to go to a golf course in the middle of winter and push me through a course in really deep snow. I don't think he realized how deep it was. And on my Facebook page, I picked up. He ended up rallying, I think, 2 other angels, and they ended up pulling me through the snow so I could finish that race. And Corey's just one of these angels that he's just always been there for us, and those connections.
Yeah,
and he went to Ohio with us, and helped out. It was just great. It was service dog, and all the angels have big hearts.
Jana, when you talk about that, I think about the kinds of role models that we need for not just young people, but especially now in this world.
Oh yeah.
We need for adults. We need good role models, and that's one of the things I love the most about MTT is it is filled with just awesome people, and I can't help but walk away from a race or a training run and just be like, the relationships are key. We're constantly bombarded with examples of maybe not good behavior or whatever, and it's almost impossible to not come across so many great people like Corey and many others.
Oh yeah. This mission doesn't work without the support of the community, and especially the people that are involved in it. This organization is not Christian Jensen. It's not Carla. It's not our board. This organization really is fulfilled in the hearts and hands of our angels and our captains and our volunteers. They're the ones that are spreading this mission. They are the ones that are giving, time, talent, and treasure to this mission because they believe in it and ultimately need it. We all need to feel connected with one another. We all need to have those cheerleaders in our corner, and that's what we're all about here. We're not about, we're not about stacking up those race medals, although those are fun and nice
They are.
to have. And we all love a free banana. Let's just throw it out there. I'm not afraid to say it. Getting my banana at the end of the race or something that just feels good about it. But it's really these
Or
people.
Jacob's Oreos.
Or Oreo. I mean, an Oreo would I think late Oreo. And catch with Jacob. But it's these people that sit down with Jana and Kristen and Kayla and Katie and Jenny and Liz and Aaron and all of the people that we have sat down with over our last 5 rides. It's all of these people that remind me that this mission, it's not about me. It's not about any one of us. It's about all of us together and collectively in our community and helping one another, especially during the hard times that we've all felt over this last year, which seems crazy to say.
Yes. I want to say too, we are 3 minutes left until noon, which is the end of this ride. Plus, can you believe it, the end of this 24-hour campaign? And I'm looking at the total right now.
Yep.
We are currently at $7,222 raised. Woo!
That is awesome.
I think what we should do is stay on a little bit after we hit 12 o'clock, and we'll look at the final total, and we'll announce it here on Facebook. One of the cool things, though, is that doesn't include the match amount that we get from the Green Bay Packers. So that'll be added on top of, and we'll get that number later on. So we're super excited. And just a reminder, if you're waiting to donate, now's the time. We are working to get more captains on Zwift, giving them the equipment and the service they need. So click that link, scan the code, help us get there. It's just about $500 for every setup to get a captain on Zwift. So the cycle, the sensors, the membership for 6 months, and that's what you're doing. So for those who donated, huge thanks so far. Big thanks to Jana for joining us today, getting back to your miles after your your trip.
Yep.
We look forward to riding again with you soon. We got to get Zane on too.
Yep.
You guys are awesome. You guys are awesome. I know. I can't believe we've reached, we're almost at that hour, 2 more minutes. As Christian said, we are here celebrating and we are here raising money. So if you have felt moved, inspired, sick of seeing our faces, we would appreciate a donation. We are trying to help more captains triumph at home. We have a goal to get 20 more setups so that 20 more captains can hang out on Zwift with Jana and Christian and Liz and Angel and Aaron and everyone else and the thousands of people around the world using this program, staying active, trying to stay healthy both physically and most importantly working on that mental health that is just so important right now, living through Wisconsin in the winter or in Texas. Like what's going on in Texas right now?
Yeah, 15 seconds.
And most importantly, through this time of COVID, I'm so proud of this program that has been able to be made possible with a little imagination and Christian Jensen's love of Zwift and the people who are joining. And we are done. We are done in an hour. A 19-mile ride in an hour. Congratulations, you guys. Christian and Liz and a few others. This is their 6th hour of riding. So bravo to you guys.
Yes.
Now you can eat those pancakes guilt-free.
Yes. You eating the pancakes. I'm sure Jana's going to go another 30 miles here to
Probably.
make up for it. It was funny because at the end I saw her. I was looking on the screen, and here Jana went from this smiling to, and then all of a sudden I look at her power output, and it just went. I mean, she was like, she just can't help it when she sees a finish line. She's just got to go crazy. It's like
Power through.
as soon as she sees that finish line, it's like.
It's go time.
Awesome.
It is well, Christian, we just had an anonymous donor come through. We are at $7,722.
Wow, that is awesome. Right at the last minute.
Right at the
That
last
is
minute. So
amazing.
thank you. And thank you to all of our donors. There's too many right now, I think, to list out. But the generosity is felt. The love is felt. Oh, look at he's holding his phone. The love is felt by us all. And what these dollars are going to do is they are going to allow more of our captains around the state to connect with each other, connect with angels, connect with volunteers all around the world. Keeping active, staying connected, so important right now in the crazy world that we're living in.
Yes. Awesome. Well, what a 24 hours it was. Thanks, Carla, for all of your efforts for being on all these. It was a blast.
Oh, I feel bad. You guys had to listen to me. They're like, Peter, stop.
Thanks as well to Liz for planning all these events. Thanks to Jan and all of our captains and angels that rode with us in the last 24 hours. And of course, thanks to those who have donated. We can't wait to share more of pictures and videos of our captains getting out on Zwift. I'm sure we're going to have more of these streams as we showcase the rides that we're doing with everyone on Facebook. So you'll be able to tune into those. So
cool. And if you have a bike at home and you're not currently connected with us, reach out and let's get connected. Get on Zwift. The community is continuing to grow here at My Team Triumph Wisconsin with this program. We'd love to have you join us for some of these rides.
That's right. All right.
Are you tired?
I'm hungry. I'm hungry and I'm tired. Yeah, but I feel good. I feel great. What a great.
And I need a shower.
Well, Jana's going to go shower. Christian is going to go eat all the tacos. And I am going to sign off from everyone at My Team Triumph Wisconsin. A huge thank you to the Greater Green Bay Community Foundation. A huge thank you to the Green Bay Packers Give Back Foundation. What an honor it has been to be a part of Give Big Green Bay 2021. Thank you to everyone who has donated and joined us. This mission does not work without the love and support of you. So thank you. We are signing off. And we got to have one more fired.
Hey.
We're on here. Have a great rest of your day and week, everybody. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.